Yeah, well, thank you, Steve. Thank you. All right.
I do.
All right, Timothy, you ready to stream the sucker? Tell me when you're ready. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I really, really appreciate it. It's heartwarming to see so much support, so many friends and family supporters here. My name is Chito Vela, and I'm here to make a big announcement today. First and foremost, though, I want to say a couple of quick thank yous. I have to say thank you to my wife, Fabiola. Thank you so much, Fabi. You know, running for office is not an individual decision. It's really a family affair, and the support from my wife, from my kids, from everybody has been tremendous. And I also have to say thank you. She couldn't be here today, but thank you so much to my mother, Patricia Vela. She has given me so much, been supportive in every way possible. I just thank her from the bottom of my heart. And one of the reasons that I wanted to pick a library to launch at was because my mother was a school teacher and a librarian. And when I was a little boy in Laredo, Texas, I spent a lot of time at my mom's elementary school library in J.C. Martin Elementary in Laredo, Texas. You know, I probably read every book in that little library when I was a kid. My first professional job after I graduated from the LBJ School of Public Affairs was I was a nonprofit management and volunteer center director for the city of Laredo, and my office was in the library, in the Laredo Public Library. And again, such a beautiful a place for the community to come together. Everybody is welcome. You see children there. You see, people using the internet, doing research, having meetings. It's just a symbol of our shared resources, our community spirit. They say that if you want to see how strong a society is, how prosperous, how good, look at their libraries. It's such a symbol of who we are. They're centers of knowledge. They're the centers of the community. All are welcome at the public library. I've been to this library many times with my kids, and we check out books, and they have the meeting rooms and everything. And with my history and with my mother's history and everything, there's no better place to announce that I am running for Austin City Council District 4. Thank y'all so much. And my number one priority on city council, we must make sure that Austin is a welcoming city for working class people, not a playground for the wealthy. For too long, people have been forced out. You see our writers and our musicians and our actors and our creative class, folks that used to come to Austin because it fostered the creativity and opportunity for so many people, and they're struggling to remain in the city. They're struggling to stay here. We have to make this a friendly city for people that want to dream, for people that want to create, and for just working class people who want to enjoy the beautiful city that we have, the beautiful quality of life that we enjoy. And toward that, I'm so excited about the Project Connect, the light rail that passed last year, and during my time in council, I want that to be a priority. We need to make sure that line is up and running as soon as possible, that it's on time, that it's on budget. It's a affordable and quick method of transportation that can help a lot of people save money, that can help people stay in the central city. Housing is another just critical issue. We need more housing in the city. When I moved into this neighborhood in 2005, this was a humble neighborhood. This was not a wealthy neighborhood. And now we've seen housing in this neighborhood. You're looking at $600,000, $700,000 homes that are out of reach for the vast majority of Austinites. You know, you see the same thing. You see people renting apartments. You're getting $200, $300 a month increases. We have to get our housing situation under control, and the only way we're going to do that is by building more housing. And the last just policy that I wanted to mention is the winter storm and the blackouts that happened. That can never happen again. We have to harden our infrastructure. We have to prepare for those kind of climate change related disasters. We cannot let our system go down like that again. We need to protect our citizens. Thankfully, we own our utility here in Austin, and I think we can take steps to make sure that happens, to make sure that we have the reliable electricity, that we have safe places for people to go in case something ever happens. That's another that what happened in February can never ever happen again. And just to end, I'll keep this real quick. My roots are in Laredo, Texas. I grew up there. I have deep family roots there. But you know, when I graduated high school, and I came to the University of Texas in 1992, and basically I fell in love with Austin, and I've never left. And Austin has been so good to me, to my family. I want to give back. I have given back as much as I can. You know, with the PTA president at Blanton Elementary, I served on the planning commission, and right now I'm on the Public Defender Advisory Committee. I try to volunteer and to give back as much as I possibly can. I came to UT. I got my bachelor's in history. I went to the LBJ School of Public Affairs. I got a master's in public affairs, and eventually I went to law school and became a lawyer, and I've been working as an attorney. I worked for 2 years at the Open Records Division of the Texas Attorney General's Office. I worked for 4 years in the Texas House for a Democratic member of the Texas House from Corpus Christi. Learned a lot about law and policy working there in the Texas House, how legislation gets passed, how you count votes and get things done. And then finally, I started my own practice in 2010, where I've been doing criminal defense and immigration work for about the last 10, 11 years, helping a lot of immigrants, refugees from all over the world, both legal and undocumented immigrants here in Austin, helping their families. And all of this has prepared me for this step. All of this has prepared me, has given me the knowledge, the experience, and the character to run for City Council, and I'm excited to be your next Austin City Council member for District 4. So again, thank y'all so much for coming. I appreciate the support so much. It warms my heart to the bottom of my heart. I'm excited about it. I've run before in this area. I had massive support from this neighborhood and many of the other neighborhoods in the district, and I'm ready to build on that support and move forward and make Austin. Austin's a great city. It's one of the best cities in the United States. It can be a better city. It can be a fairer city. It can be a more equitable and a just city, and that's what I want to do. So thank y'all very, very much. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate this. This is just a great, visual. It's a great story. It's a great narrative, and it's a great way to kick off the campaign. Yeah.